I may not even have to review this game, to be honest with you, considering, oh my god, this was quite a beatdown. And you know what this beatdown reminds me of? My very first BER season tournament game. That was in 2024 in the first round when I lost by, what was it, by more than 40 points. And that was the first BER season game. Here, it's the first game of the finals. Either way, it is embarrassing, but you know, I kind of have had to give myself a little bit of a benefit of the doubt because, I mean, yes, this loss for certain has snapped my. I think I had 15 straight. 15 straight. BER season tournament wins, and I'm talking about the last two sweeps, which was Eucalyptus Park and the Willow Park series. Now, of course, and also the 3 elimination games. Now, of course, it's been 2 weeks since I played. I really do not want to make an excuse for that, but I mean, the results have shown, especially with how I shot my threes. The rust did show. I did expect myself to be rusty, but not like this. I think it's more than rust, but I mean, honestly, it is rust because here in this game, I'm asked to be shooting only threes, and yeah, it's horrendous, right? Now it looks like judging from how many threes I've shot, I'm pretty sure I made more than 5. But it's a meaningless 5+ threes, and for the sake of just being down pretty much all game long. You know, it just this game was just pretty much over after you know. Well, it wasn't so much because I was catching up a little bit in the first half. Obviously, the first activity, I was able to get the advantage of the 4 bank shot attempts, right, and also the Zimmerman Park, which did not the activity attempt where it just did not go so well, since for some reason I can't make under the basket shots. I think I was just already exhausted at that point, as if someone was really playing really good defense on me. Well, hey, you know, this is what I would really experience. As for it's almost like an equivalent to any really good NBA team that's made it to the finals, and you know, when you get you gotta really experience, you know, the stage being smaller. Like when the rubber needed to meet the road, you know, when the stage starts to get smaller, do you show up? Now I know the Warriors have won 4 titles, right? But and let's focus a little bit on the 2019 finals, right? Clay was down, and then Kevin Durant obviously was out for the entire series, right? I mean, he did come back, but then it was just briefly because he hurt his foot again, or I think his ankle. I think never came back. And for a majority of that season or that final, Steph had to carry the load, and he just couldn't. I mean, I've seen him come up small in the finals before, right? And I'll tell you, I was still pained when I saw that he choked in Game 7, just missing a bunch of threes that just, I don't know. You look like the threes that just weren't like those hungry threes that we were trying to go. And look, of course, you know, being the best 3-point shooter that you are, you're gonna be asked to carry the load when it does matter most, right? He didn't. He could have closed out the deal in 2016. He just missed those threes in the clutch and just ended up choking the series, right? So he came up small there. 2019, against the Raptors. Failed to win game, I think it was, what was it? Yeah, it was game 3 when it was just Steph by himself. And I think they got blown out in that game, if I got to be honest. In game 4, and with Clay back, they didn't even win. But in, game 6, when after Clay went down, this was Steph's chance, and he just choked his way out of the finals with another loss. Having Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors win that entire finals. So, hey, look, I got a taste for my own medicine here, right? I better start taking medication then. If I take my medication, I better win game 2 tomorrow. Look, I'm not really, it is upsetting, but I'm not really all that upset. Dude, this is the finals. This is supposed to be the hardest activity, like the hardest series. And yes, I got a taste of my own medicine, like I said. And although I feel like I made enough threes, they were not enough. They were not enough considering how many this entire activity consists of just nothing but threes to make. Yes, I missed the first 3, but the only time I really tied or even lead the game, well, I actually never led, but I actually did tie with the second 3 that I made to tie it 3-3. After that was it. So look, man. I'll probably get into a better rhythm by tomorrow. Who can tell? But this one's just really bad from the standpoint of, and it looks like some of my threes that I made, they just look way off. And look, like I said, that is part of rust. I gotta readjust my way back to how I shot before on my threes, right? And I just gotta get my self-confidence back. I know it's the start of the new year. Not that it really even matters at this rate, but it's this is a real beatdown. 80-43. What is that, like 63, 73? Good Lord, 37. I lost by 37. And at one point I was down probably like 65-26. Oh my God. 29-71. I don't know what the biggest deficit of this game was. It's probably like 50. Who knew? I couldn't even keep track because of how many threes I missed. And you could tell I started getting really exhausted. But hey, you know what? I'm just getting my exercise in. So it is what it is. So I was going to get into another topic, but I'm going to actually, you know what? Let me talk about it. So before I hit the coffee bean, it's going to be real short, as I just want to talk about, I'm going to save that for another video. So, I look pretty human out there, and me wearing a Steph shirt is probably a wrong idea since he has stroked before in the finals when he had to do it by himself. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Steph. You're my guy. But yeah, I gotta bounce back tomorrow because, not only is this the most unacceptable loss of the 2025 bird season. Not bird season. I can't say bird season. It's January now. This ain't no bird. The 2025 shoot-around finals. Well, I'm already speechless. I'm just laughing my ass off loud, just saying this is the most unacceptable loss ever. Anyways, I'm going to get a drink, man. I better get serious tomorrow, because if I'm down 0-2, it's over!